So, do you want to talk to us about the sunglasses? Because you look very cool right now, and I'm very into it.
I don't feel cool, but I'm wearing them because I have light sensitivity at the moment. My eye is really fucked up. They can all attest to it.
Oh, you're turning into a werewolf.
It's real protruding.
It's that you're turning into a werewolf. I think that is extremely accurate.
It's actually Marisha's abusive to the guests.
Yeah.
We told her to work on that.
The hazing regimen is getting a little elevated these days.
I think it's really cool. It's a cool Hollywood look.
Yeah, do you say?
I do.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Sorry, guys.
We should just do a sunglasses four-sided time. We kind of messed this up.
Yeah, why don't we all bring sunglasses? Okay, but now that we've established that and there's been talking, it's time for y'all to roll.
Okay.
All right.
Please, your choice.
I'm gonna roll this
I forget,
die.
is it highest?
Highest. You
host.
win. You win the right to Tavern Key.
Oh, bastard.
One.
Oh, yes. Now let me be very clear. I called my shot earlier and said I wasn't going to be fucking hosting.
Wins it.
Let me get over
Get in
here.
there.
Okay, do an
That's right.
intro.
I've done this before.
We're supposed to clear.
I'm warm.
We clear
Got
the
this,
frame?
Travis.
Don't
hulas.
screw it up.
Huh?
Let me get ready.
Oh my God, he's holding
Should I
a
just go?
Uh-huh.
Okay, ready. Welcome back to Oh God, it just disappeared. The second I started talking, it just abandoned me.
It did it again.
This is you sons of bitches. Welcome back to Four-Sided Die, folks. I'm Travis Willingham, and I'll be your tavern keeper for the evening. We're about to jump into crazy talk show shenanigans, but first, I want to give a shout out to our extraordinary producer, Kyle Shire, who's unfortunately out sick tonight. Oh, Kyle, we love you. But do not fret. An out-of-touch producer who hasn't caught Critical Role in 2 months is writing this copy right now. I definitely don't know what's been going on. Wait, don't read that part out loud. Fuck. Okay. Let me see here. The moon disappeared and the magic is super weird. Robots kissed and it was awesome. We love that.
What are you doing with your hands?
I don't know. I should be steepling. This is Naruto or something. Someone is playing an ex-lover again, and there's another character with a gun. These people wild-mounted each other, and we had some lewdness lore drops. Who's that again? Wizard guy? I don't know. Danny! But instead of bumbling my way through this, I thought I'd share something I'm really, really passionate about. Slight pause. Catch the...
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, yes, the ancient art of ventriloquism. For those who don't know, Webster's Dictionary defines ventriloquism as the production of the voice in such a way...
I think you're supposed to be doing
Not yet! The sound seems to come from a source other than the vocal organs of the speaker. Pretty cool, right?
Oh, okay.
But why tell you about it when I can show you? And just to warn you, I'm definitely really good at this. Okay, here we go.
Wow.
Let me get in the zone 1 second.
This is
Why is it
perfect.
French?
Oh, man.
I am a puppet made of strings and wool.
Oh, boy.
Yet I feel alive as any
boy.
human would. My roots are French. My heart beats with pride.
It's a poem?
My strings pulled with care. My hands that glide.
God.
This
I
is
think
very
glide
long.
is better. With every move, a story is told of love, of laughter, of tales of old. That's why this is so long.
It's very long.
Time for
Skip to
student
the end.
puppetry. So if you see me on a Marquesian street, stop and watch the
my God,
rhythm
it's
of
still
my
going.
beat. It's such a long thing. For I am more than just a wolf who strives. And join us for tonight's Four-Sided Die.
Nice transition.
Thank
Nice
you.
transition.
Thank you.
Nice transition.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Impressive.
Fucking show!
Wait,
Yeah.
how's it start? What do we do now?
Welcome back. Let's begin the night with our open discussion segment. What the fuck is up with that? Oh, that was perfectly fine. That was really
That's what I do
good.
for my kids.
Is it?
I beep, like when we're watching The Legend of Vox Machina, which they really should not watch.
They really should.
I know what lines are coming, and so I go beep when to cover up the cursing.
But is the sound low or
No,
high?
the sound's on. They can still hear it.
Do you sit right behind them where they're sitting? You're like, "Ah."
Yeah.
You must do that a lot in
I
certain
want you-
episodes.
I want the immersive experience of you just screaming behind
It's
me.
4D.
Okay. Main topics. Guest.
They want you to read that.
Oh
No.
no, they don't.
It was going up and
There
down.
it goes.
Like, look
It
up
was
here.
waggling.
See? Yeah, the questions are on the menu,
Okay.
which is right here.
Oh boy,
Main
this is a
topics.
mess.
What was it like to have the guests on and to split the party?
What was it like to have
What was it
these
like
two...
to have the guests on
Hi.
and split the party?
Really,
So
you're just
fucking
asking
weird.
me this question.
Yeah, pretty much.
I
Yeah.
feel like an open discussion.
And also, I feel like I can't honestly answer this with them
Yeah.
here.
No, of course you can. Go
You
ahead.
have to leave.
Speak your mind.
You have to go sit in the
Speak your mind,
fireplace. Go sit in the Thank you, Christian.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank
No.
you. I
Kristen's
love
gonna-
your shoes.
Kristen's gonna come back with even bigger sunglasses on. I don't know about you, Travis.
Yes.
I loved having these guests,
This
and I'm
feels
not just saying
insincere.
that because they're here. Wasn't it a fun, cool dynamic to have some new blood at the table? I mean, I love Taliesin. I love Liam. I love the other one. I love them.
Oh, man.
They're great.
That's good.
But it's fun to mix it up sometimes, right?
I hated it. I hated every second of it. They're
Good.
still here for some reason, and I don't know how.
They won't let us leave yet.
Yeah.
we went crazy in the trees, and Christian's got sunglasses on. I don't know how to get rid of them.
They're gonna keep doing that.
He's such a Hollywood D-bag.
They were great. They were great. And it was right after we got dropped in the middle of nowhere. We didn't know where we were. We were stuck out in the middle of the wilderness. They literally saved our asses.
It's been, what, did we do 7 episodes or 8 together?
Seven.
Seven? It was a really great section of the campaign. It was so fun to come in every week. It was just like a really cool, fun energy.
Yeah, plus you never know like what the character build is gonna be, and you see Aabria play something she's never played before. Christian comes in and rocks it. It was
And
amazing.
she played an ex. Like, that's something that she's never done.
I have a type.
I'm sorry to monopolize this.
Do it.
No, you're not.
How do we know you?
Me personally?
Yeah, like I know that you've been friends with everyone in Critical Role for a while, but like who met you first?
How did it
How
start?
did you meet us? Who met you
Who
first?
met who first?
Yeah, like did you meet Matt?
I played with Matt and Marisha in a Dimension 20 game.
Oh, okay.
We played Pirates of the Leviathan together.
Okay.
That's where it was.
Yeah,
how
that's where it
started.
all began.
And how did we meet, Christian?
I slid in your DM, Sam.
He did.
Wait, what?
He slid in my DMs.
Is that a thing you can do?
I did, yeah. Well, don't.
no.
Don't
Now
leave
you're in
his
trouble.
DMs alone.
Oh my god. Did
no,
you post a little flick? Just a little pic?
No, I was very sincere. I think I said that I'm a fan of the show and that I love what you guys do, how much it meant to me. And I think I just asked if we could have coffee so that I can meet you and say thanks. And
we
then-
did.
Yeah.
And Marisha was there too.
Yes.
And after we had our little meetup, we were like, we gotta get this guy on the show.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
so
pretty fun. I thought it was
cool.
just going to be Sam, and then I was surprised with Marisha, and I think I probably
That's
sounded and
amazing.
felt
So
like
cool.
a
I
little kid.
don't think I ever knew that.
Yeah. So
You guys were just like
so
Christian.
if you want to be on Critical Role,
Slide into Sam's
you're-
DM.
just DM me.
No, no!
Why would you do that to
Don't.
yourself?
Don't
Are
do
your
that.
Are your DMs open?
No, I don't know. I don't even check the ones that like.
Yeah.
Which DM was
Yeah,
it?
was it
This was,
Twitter?
this was on the gram. I probably shouldn't say
It was
that.
on the.
It
Oh,
was on
okay.
the gram.
Well,
I don't know why I read it, but I read it, and I felt like this guy had a really good heart and really bad eyes.
I'm glad you did, so I don't want to discourage it.
Yeah.
Were you
But-
both following each other? So
No, didn't know who
You
he
went
was.
into the
Do you know
folder
who
with
he is
people that
now?
you don't.
I'm pretty sure he's a young actor. I don't know.
He has no idea who I am.
Not a goddamn clue.
No, it's
He's
fine.
never watched a show.
It's cool.
Wild.
Christian is a mercenary, and you brought an international mercenary on the
We
show.
don't do background checks on
No,
this.
we
Not even a little bit.
We blindly accept people to come in.
We in the cut.
It happened.
New
supposed to-
main topic. Should we jump to another one?
I don't know how this
I don't
works.
know. Do we jump to another topic?
You can either, if you feel like you have finished that topic, you may jump to the next one.
No, we're not done.
Yeah,
We're not done.
we gotta
What is
throw
it-
it to
What
them.
was it like
Yeah.
coming on as these guests? Tell us about how your characters were made. Did y'all talk? What was
What
it
was the
like?
experience? Were you welcomed?
After you.
Was it okay, or was it high pressure?
It's not
A
like we're
nightmare.
ruining the cast right now. We're gonna drop you in the mix.
No, well, I think one of the coolest, it's been a dream come true to become friends with all of you and be here and play with all of you. But I got to meet Aabria beforehand, before you all knew that we were all going to be on this. And
Did
we
you
hit
guys
it
have a
off.
session 0 or something?
Yes,
Yeah.
sort of, yeah.
Yeah, we did character
Cool.
gen
We were,
at Matt.
Yeah, at Matt's place. We went up there and did that. We vibed immediately. Then we had
100%.
some lunch.
Oh my gosh.
And we found out we're like kindred spirits. And
Yep.
it's my big sister now, so that happened. But it was really cool to to build a character alongside Aabria, because we were able to bounce ideas off of each other and sort of dive a little deeper than I think I would have had I been on my own, right? Because she was able to poke holes and pick questions and things like that. So it was a lot of fun.
Who came up with their character first?
I think it was
Oh my
you.
God. Yeah, probably.
I live in a like little wait and see. Like I'd had a couple ideas I was kicking around. The really nice thing is, as someone who occasionally GMs in Exandria, there's like little like ideas about intersections of like abilities and like lore in the world that like I've wanted to explore. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll use this for an NPC in the future. So I had a couple ideas kicking around. And then when you started like firming up Frida, I was like, oh, I know exactly what I want to do, which is play someone like utterly devoted to like the relationship between these two characters that like is just very much a caretaker, especially when you started talking about like sort of the background of Frida and having that that like guardianship. And I was like, oh, we're gonna have like a fun sort of like strangely parental dynamic.
Yeah.
That felt like it was gonna be really cute. And we didn't know which of you guys we would be with.
Yeah.
So trying to like, I think the fun thing about building it was kind of going like, what's something in our backstory or in our builds that can like connect to every one of Bell's Hells, because you don't know who you're gonna get when the split went down. Which is fun. Until I made a very specific choice and Matt went, well, we're gonna have to give you Travis. And I went, do it.
You came from my neck. Right out the gate.
Yes, I did.
She had that energy from day one, Travis.
I've never not had that energy.
And did you know you were going to be an Aormaton from the start, or were you going forward?
Yeah, I knew I wanted to play an Aormaton. I really wanted to give Sam a gift or two.
Yeah.
Because he gave me the gift of meeting all of you. And so I knew I wanted to be an Aormaton.
Sam's DMs.
But I didn't know where it was going to go. I knew the color palette before anything.
Oh, really?
Hell yes.
Color first?
Yeah, and then everything else sort of fell into place. And I think it really revolved around the, so we had lunch in Long Beach, and we were talking about,
Oh, that was so fun.
we were talking about gods in the world and religion in the world, and we started asking each other questions, and then everything sort of started to fall into place about it.
So cool.
It was a lot of fun.
How did you come up with the build? I'm just going to go up. How the build for Frida was a multi, right? Like, it was so good.
Well, I knew I was going to do Gunslinger because I had to, because of the arm. That was something that piqued my interest. Yeah, with Matt early on. But I knew that having spent time alone in Uthadorn before I met Deanna, that I would have to have picked up some roguish skills. So I knew I was going to take a level of rogue. And then when I found out she was going all in on cleric, having spent now 2 years with her in Uthadorn, it made sense that I would sort of adopt some of that religion.
So you were a gunslinger, cleric, rogue?
Yeah, one level of rogue, one
Love
level
it.
of rogue.
Yeah, it's pretty stacked.
It has its pluses, but I've also learned that, multi-classing is tricky. So
Yeah.
I'm learning. Yeah,
You were the most healing cleric we've ever,
for real.
That
ever
was
had
part of the
on
goof.
the show.
I was like, I'm gonna come in.
Pike, Jester,
I feel like crit roll stats should do
Caduceus.
Yeah.
an add up and find out that you have actually
Yes.
healed more than every other cleric on the show.
Yes.
I kind of figured fans would expect me to come in and be kind of a butthole because of Laren. So I was like, what if I'm just the nicest cleric? And truly, I had like 2 offensive spells, and everything else was just a ton of healing.
You were squishy.
So squishy. That was fun.
Tiny little feet.
So
Tiny little
great.
feet, and playing with encumbrance rules because it was funny to only have 15 feet of movement.
Why the Dawnfather?
Encumbrance
Ooh,
rules.
because I think out of the prime deities, he's the most like hard line. Like when you think of like that sort of Old Testament, like God, someone that you guys have been playing so much in this space, and everything was coming out with Predathos and like what you as a group wanted to do about aligning yourselves with deities, it felt really good to have just someone there with kind of a weird stance on religion. Like she is fully a cleric and deeply invested in that relationship, but it's the vibe isn't quite there. Like I love the way FCG's relationship with the Changebringer is very much of like a supplicant, but I wanted someone that felt a little under the thumb of a deity, just to explore and have another facet of what that relationship is like.
A perpetual IOU.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Travis, you're doing a great job so far.
You're doing so good.
Oh, thanks. I was going to ask why Aabria decided to come for me like she did.
Because that's the funniest
we
shit.
know the answer to that. Yeah.
I had no idea what was going on. You can watch my panic build as I'm like, at least Matt and Aabria know what's going on, until you even pointed at your name at one point. And I was like, what? I don't know.
Was that a name you had said before?
Matt said it as one of the visions that Chetney had when Ruidus was flashing.
Oh.
So it was like one of my past loves that was his creation, not from my original backstory. So I kind of tracked it, but
Deanna and Friedel.
Deanna, and it was literally just
Friedel.
Friedel. It was Deanna and her laughter, and that's all I had. And I was like, oh, cool, I'll be this fun ex from a relationship. And then found out, like, the day before we filmed, you sent more backstory to Matt that was like, it was a fling. And I was like, damn, I got downgraded before I walked in. It hurt.
I had to go hard. When we landed in Uthodurn, I was like, all right, I got to chart where Chetney started out, exactly how old he is, where he moved across some land, clearly.
Wow.
Yeah, so it became a thing.
I thought that was so exciting, though, that we were going to go to Uthodurn. When I found out that was where we were from and all that was probably, I was like, this is so cool. We get to see more of Chet. Because at that point, I think your character was sort of the most mysterious to me as a viewer, right? I didn't know that much about Chetney, but I really wanted
lore.
to.
Mysterious is a very kind word. I would say underdeveloped. But yeah, 100%. I mean, I've said before, I made a character for Campaign 3 that I was like, it's kind of cool. Feels a little boring. I want to play that little bastard that stabs Santa.
I loved everything that we've done, and I loved the whole, what was his name? Not Santa, Utgar?
Ultgar.
I loved how it ended up, but I gotta say, I really wanted to see you kill Santa Claus.
I did too.
I just wanted you to behead
He was
Santa
being
Claus.
so nice. If he
Could have done it anyway.
If he started John, it was over. But it was Mercer,
right.
and he was like, I made some mistakes.
I can't
I
kill you
killed
now.
I killed an
regret
innocent
my
goat. You can kill
past.
whatever you want.
Who did you threaten?
Nothing
Didn't
matters.
you threaten someone? You said you have three Drixlets.
That's
yes.
right.
The bastard,
The elf.
the guy that came in and took him off of his woodworking ways.
Yeah.
And
But, you know,
child
I'll find
labor.
him.
He's enforcing
He
child
was
labor.
real
Right.
bad. He was real bad.
Not a good person.
Mercer makes it hard. So goats, not a problem.
Yeah.
even some NPCs, he makes it real tough because they apologize like genuinely.
Yeah.
And I play video games a certain way. Like I'm a dark video game person. I mess with them. Oh yeah. Well, I want to see what the people that have built the game are prepared for when I come in there and just ruin things.
Amazing.
So I try to do the same with Mercer, but there's so much heart in there when he
it's really
does it.
hard.
And you're
He knows
like, I
us too
feel
well.
bad.
That laugh, it just melted me. Ultgar's laugh, I was like, oh, we can't, well,
Yeah, Matt, within 3 syllables, he has us.
Yeah.
If he just goes, well,
that's it.
like, all right, well, I love this guy. Doesn't really matter what comes
So
next.
true.
Yeah, we saw, so we came back to a world that had the gods on mute. And then we got interactions by the time it was over with.
Yeah.
You got FaceTime.
Yeah, you got a
FaceTime.
lot of cool
Yeah.
Changebreaker time.
I'm sure we'll get to that.
Oh, I just stopped regarding the menu. It's not even on there.
Great.
Bam!
Have tankard questions.
Oh, sorry. Well, I don't know.
No,
I'm
not
just-
now. She's saying later that happens.
Okay. Sorry, I was just going off.
Do
my-
better.
Yes, we did a lot of cool God stuff. Probably more God advancement in the last 7 episodes than we've had in the entire campaign and the prior campaign as well.
And
For
the stuff
sure.
with the Changebringer,
So cool.
it was some of the coolest stuff
I can't wait to get into it more.
I could go without the hair stuff. It's a little ring girl for me. It's a little.
I kind of like it for that though. She's like,
The
oh, is she like
imagery
really
is gorgeous.
cool or
And then that
terrifying?
thing is, yeah, it's so cool and terrifying. But
Yeah.
cool.
But I picture like it's not like that sort of greasy ring hair. It's like beautiful, well-conditioned hair.
I'm
right?
glad you go to a nice blowout.
Yeah. She's fresh from the dry bar.
Yeah.
What's a dry bar? Just kidding. I'm kidding.
well.
I actually know what that is.
What is it?
I'm proud of
It's a
it.
bar of sand.
Cool.
Things that are dry.
Hellish.
Barks of wood.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where we go.
Look, here's the other stuff. Ludinous lore drop. The Cerberus snake has been behind it from the start.
So good.
We discovered that in this arc also? I mean, we sort of knew that before.
Well, I think just before we were split, we picked up that he mentioned 1,000 years. He's obviously been doing this through all 3 campaigns, but knowing that he was in Malayasmere and maybe what he's done, and that his study was there now, and how far it goes back, and what the hell does the leather armor with the funnel do?
Don't know.
Ooh,
Terrifying.
yeah. I'm sad Fern didn't. She still has it though.
I think
Maybe she'll do it
it's not
later.
just putting it on.
There's something else.
Yeah.
You gotta like do something to suck a soul into it. You can't. It's not just putting it on, right?
This is my only wish in the future is that Fern puts it on and
she's
does
100% gonna put it on.
does whatever it's in her heart to do.
Yeah. But so he 500 years ago-ish caused the corruption of the Savalier Woods?
Like 350 or 400-ish, yeah.
So it's related to what he did. He was trying to do this Predathos thing back then, we think.
Seemed
He's
like
been
it.
working on this for a long time.
Yeah.
Thought it was really fun playing a character where I was like, I don't know anything that's happening. Except Aabria does.
Oh, no!
Oh, okay. It's
You
so
know
interesting.
stuff.
No, I've just been watching. I'm a critter.
Oh, yeah, but
fair.
I'm in the show and I don't know what's going on.
I know.
That's not surprising.
That's not
I
new
thought
or
you were saying
different.
that you, DM Brain, knew more.
I'm not
than
gonna talk
you
about
do.
that.
Okay, fine.
Say it.
Oh,
This is the
say it.
play.
Yeah,
This
you
is
gotta
the forum
unleash.
to
I know a
spill.
little bit.
What do you know?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Do you know more than us? Or more than we should know,
You know more than
from
us.
listening?
I know more than you because you don't know very much
Yes.
about how this show works or what's going on.
It seems like he's tried to bring the gods under heel before. He did it in
Yeah.
Malayasmere. It either went wrong or right. It's hard to know. It fucked
Yeah.
up the land. And then he left and he joined the Cerberus Assembly when it was first being formed.
He made the Cerberus Assembly. He was one
Yeah.
of the founders.
Yeah, helped found
But
it.
he's
so been
constantly
around.
reaching back towards the Age of Arcanum and
Yeah.
trying to rebuild those like
Mageocracy.
the like Creator Hammer and some of the shit that Laren was working on.
Whatever that contraption was that was in my memory,
Yeah.
he's probably trying
And
to
you were,
build
that's
against-
right, you were there. The Malleus Factorum.
For one of them, for
So
something,
cool.
yeah, for that Malleus. That was cool.
Kill a
Actually, I had
god.
that word in my notes, thank God.
Yeah, you did. But whatever he tried 300 years ago, it corrupted the woods, and it turned a bunch of animals into altered beasts.
Ooh, the Annihilation vibes were fucking immaculate.
Yes, the Annihilation.
Golly.
Natalie Portman was in there somewhere
Yeah,
running
right?
around.
Just her and Tessa Thompson with like machine
Those
guns.
creatures were wicked.
Yeah, it feels like
Nightmare fuel.
Matt made like a list of animals, and then he made a list of like numbers, and then a list of body parts, and he just was like, okay, a wolf
Hand.
with 4 heads.
Yeah.
Okay?
exactly.
Like a mad lib.
An eagle with 17 feet? All right, sure, why not?
Yeah, that damn deer had 10 legs, no eyes, like 2 baby arms dragging
No,
behind
they were
it.
big arms.
I'm pretty sure they were baby arms.
Okay.
And
They were big arms.
they're big arms. They're big blacksmith arms.
I'm so happy we didn't have to
flew.
come up against that thing. That was terrifying
Yo.
just to hear.
Bro, I was worried about the Wolf King. I was like, that's too many fucking heads, actually.
There's something
don't want
fateful
that.
about the Wolf King and Chet, though. Like, I think you
100%.
need to
I think
take
he
that
wanted us to
motherfucker
fight,
out.
but we were
dog
messed
reference
up.
is about Chetney.
Oh, well.
We don't
I
have to, it doesn't have to all be
Respect
about
the
him.
alpha. Respect the alpha.
Recognize.
You mean the-
Recognize.
Oh, you mean the Rexentrum Toy Authority?
Yep.
What a beautiful moment. Ah, so good.
Such a deep
Makes
cut.
sense. It makes sense. You were never that
No.
cool.
Listen, I'm a founding member, just like Luda. Luda!
Wow. So
You're
you had
founding
that-
member and you got kicked out?
I left because my clientele was up to some shady biz, and I may or may not have had a falling out.
So you
It
had
was a
that,
conscious uncoupling.
you had that tattoo,
Tattoo.
before you became a wolf.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so
We
funny.
should have known that.
Yeah. Well, you thought it was just recognize the alpha?
Yeah. Seems. You bastard. Why would you come up?
Language.
Why would you come up with a 3-letter moniker that was actually standing for something else?
For the same,
Oh!
for the same
Wait, so
reason
did
that
you
he
know?
would make.
Matt and I bandied about some ideas.
Oh, that's cute.
That was a cool moment.
We haven't figured out like who you order 66th though, right? We don't know
I
what part of the
still
world or
know.
what family or.
I'm very grateful to this arc because I feel like I've been asking so many questions this whole campaign. I want dreams, I want gods, I want answers. Open me up and look. And it's just so the information is very thin. But I feel like these last 7 episodes, my character has gotten such gifts and boons that he doesn't really care that much about the past anymore because he's got like this bright future. He's got a connection with his God. He's got a connection with his wife. And he's like, he's
I'm so sorry, did I miss something?
He's on a path now where like it doesn't really matter if he gets all the questions answered. But yeah, I don't know what fresh cut grass was designed to kill, or who he was designed to kill, or if he was successful. I kind of hope he was, though.
I think you probably were, with your crazy red eyes. By the way, so your death that happened 200 years ago, did we get all of that out?
No.
Is the time for that now? Do we save it?
What do you mean get?
I want to know.
Oh, like
I want to know
how she was killed.
I've already answered all my other tankard questions, so go for it.
Great.
Oh, damn.
Great.
She's mad, and I like that. No, there was like a whole, again, it was that idea of like, depending on what the mix of the table was, leaning more into like the dying and coming back. That was like very built in for like Laudna and Ashton and Orem especially, because the sort of secret was Deanna, because I know a lot of fans had like questions about like if Deanna wanted to come back or she was compelled to. But Deanna spent the majority of her husband's life like waiting at the edge of the veil for him and sending him back whenever he like dropped to 0 HP. So it was a lot like Will when Orem died, who was like there and was like, it's not your time yet, go back. So there was a little bit of a little poke at what I think is the beginning of like Orem and Dorian's relationship and what that means for the person that was left behind that died. Because in a world where you're like, I don't stop existing when I'm dead, I'm still watching and kind of playing with like the awkwardness of like, you're moving on and I'm here and waiting and I'm dead so I don't change, and playing with all of those like weird, like unresolved feelings before moving on was like part of Deanna's backstory.
But now the husband is dead, right?
He's like a billion. He's not really dead. He's just like old and decrepit and hanging out in a little
So
old
he's
folks'
out
home.
there somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
So we could go find him?
You can go find him, kill his ass.
Yeah.
Kill him.
He's like a billion?
Huh?
He's super
just
old?
old.
Yeah, he's like right around Chetney's age.
Okay.
So he's like retired from adventuring.
What sort of
Oh, there
person
can
is
only
he?
be one. We gotta wrap this up. We gotta,
Take him out.
there's gonna be a Highlander moment here in a second.
Is he a gnome?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Dustle.
Dustle.
Dustle Lemert.
It's going down.
Gotta carve
my
that
God,
into
if
my
you
forearm.
find-
Oh, we'll seek him out.
Please kill him. Thank you. Also, shout out, I don't know if we're gonna cut this out later, shout out to the D&D movie for literally doing a like dead wife backstory. And I watched it and went, oh, they even made her black. How convenient.
Hey!
Yeah, the trope exists.
Nice.
So that was very fun.
Nice.
We also have travels in the Savalier Wood and
We
Malaismere.
talked about that already a little bit, but
What has it been like exploring these corrupted, haunted areas of Exandria?
Yeah.
it was good.
Well, I thought it was crazy because we came through here once before for Caduceus.
Yeah.
It was in the Blooming Grove, but we didn't go anywhere near the middle or north part of the forest. Malaismere's been on the map the whole time. It even says the ruins of Malaismere, but none of us, being good video game players, are like, ruins?
What does
are
that
those?
mean?
Could I
We
go
should go there.
Yeah.
Where's
It's real
Caduceus in
dangerous.
relation to in the north?
So
They're in
he's,
the south?
yeah,
the
it's
south,
like halfway between the middle of the Savalier Wood and the Dunrock Mountains, I think it is, at the bottom.
This guy just studies
Right.
maps,
I like that
maps
you're
all
a
the
little
time.
map
Lucian and
guy.
the Tomb Takers went to the ruins of Malaismere.
It makes me very happy.
Lucian and the Tomb Takers went to the ruins of Malaismere?
Mm-hmm.
Did
In a previous, that's how Marisha/Bo put the pieces together.
Oh, that's right.
They went there to get something?
They were hired by Vesteragna.
During campaign 2?
No, before campaign 2.
Before.
Oh, okay.
This conspiracy
I'm
goes
learning.
3
You gotta
campaigns
remember-
I
deep.
learned a lot on this show.
And every bit of information
Sam, we
is
should have
against your
lunch
will.
like every week.
Yeah.
Really should.
One
Just do a
day of
debrief. The stuff you've done for the last 8 years. Here's what happened.
But just like, wouldn't it be cool if like in the Avengers, every once in a while, Tony Stark was like, wait, who's the bad guy again?
I like that in this analogy,
You're
you get to
Tony
be
Stark.
Tony.
Of course I'm Tony Stark. I'm a rich asshole.
Okay.
Thank you, Aabria.
Incredible.
Oh, the
Black
Savoy
Panther.
was good. We had miasma, we had talking fish. They were fish, right?
Yeah.
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 Everything was
Fish were chill.
Everything was a little wrong because I even remembered going back and watching that the fish that Fern talks to doesn't have eyes.
That's
And
right.
it had a second mouth.
Oh yeah, it had a little alien.
Did we
second
talk
mouth
to
in
a
its
tree
mouth.
too, or no? We just saw
No,
that the trees were alive.
Yeah,
They
the
were
trees
doing
were
Vogue stuff.
people.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's terrifying too. The faces in the trees and
Yeah.
the hands coming out. The thing that came out of the carcass, which
That's
was
right. Oh,
scarier
God,
than the thing we
second
fought.
Oh, the second monster.
That was terrifying too.
Yeah.
It looked like one of the clickers, right? One of those.
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Imogen. All of her
What a
telekinesis.
badass. What a badass.
Shoving it back up into the pizza
Yeah,
oven.
just-
Or when we
that
went
had
down
made.
there, she threw the rock, the boulder at the Giants.
Oh my God.
She's a one-man wrecking crew.
Fuck yeah.
is.
She's
When she's not falling down backwards down a stairwell. With her dress falling
That
over
was
her
very
head.
fun.
Yeet. Just out.
We love a
all
humble
those
moment.
X-Men vibes she got going. It's
No,
just
for real.
so cool.
Oh, there's something coming in.
Oh, look,
It's
we're
subtle.
playing Kleenex hockey.
What's
So
happening?
subtle.
Thank you.
Oh, look at that.
Tissues on order.
We're all very
Wow.
emotional about this.
Oh, don't cry.
Don't, Christian, don't.
It's because Sam still doesn't know who I am.
And now we have this kick-ass magic staff that's going to allow us
Oh, wow,
teleportation
yeah.
that may or may not work.
And Imogen took it, but I really think Fern should have it.
Yeah, she didn't want it. But
so.
it'd
I
be
think
cool,
so,
huh?
just because I briefly looked at it and it looked like it has 4 or 5 different spells it can do, but like 3 of them Imogen can already do.
Oh.
So it feels like, plus Fern being in charge of teleportation would be so funny.
You always make every druid is the designated driver of their party.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got it.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Maybe they can
very
share. Maybe they can have joint custody.
That was very cool.
Did we find anything else of interest there? Oh, I got something. Wait,
Oh,
did I
yeah?
get something?
Hey, you got an armor upgrade when we were in.
Yeah, but there was something
okay.
else.
Did,
Oh wait, no,
doesn't
I
care.
got my coin.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Your
got my
coin's really
coin.
good.
What
does your coin do?
We
My
didn't see
coin.
all that
That's
you
right.
can
I didn't show it on stream. I guess we'll see when. I don't want to spoil it for the audience, but I'll just say it.
Bleep all
No,
this
like
out.
once a day, it can do something cool. Like it can. The Changebringer can answer a question once a day with it, or I can like throw it at someone, and it can hit them and sort of like distract them and give them disadvantage.
Oh.
So it's a coin.
Which I guess a normal silver dollar could also do.
Yes, my child, this coin is very special.
And then it does something that you know I'm going to use it for. It's like one like luck point. So you know.
Oh no.
That's your favorite
I'm
thing.
going to be using
Incredible.
that.
Yeah, Sam Riegel, luck aficionado.
It must be so
optimized
rewarding
player.
to actually be able to ask a question and communicate now.
It's so cool. Yeah, I mean, before I was just flipping a coin and I was going with whatever it said, but now I get an actual answer, which is much better.
That's very fun.
Yeah.
It's encouraging that they are giving FaceTime and that they are present, urgently present.
Yeah, but those last 2 interactions, the
Yeah.
Dawnfather and my interaction with the Changebringer, those were demands.
Yeah.
Those were not like, please help when you can. It was like, if you don't help me, I will kill you.
I
and everyone
thought I
you
was
know.
dying
Yeah.
the moment Matt was like, Deanna's getting sleepy. I'm like, oh, I guess that's my fucking time, y'all. Bye.
No,
I just died
know,
quietly.
same,
like,
same. I was worried. And the one that they're after, it seems like they're after, is the Matron of Ravens, right? With
Yeah.
Revivify still being out, we haven't had anybody
That's very interesting.
be able to
Well,
commune
we
with
came
her.
fucking close to finding out
Finding
what was
out.
going to happen.
Yo, single
Fern
ditch.
went down.
Yeah, that's right.
That was
and
scary.
2 death saves.
Yeah, 2 times.
And then Imogen was in the single digits too.
Yeah.
That was the one
That
thing
was
I did
nerve-wracking.
talk about with Matt before, where he's like, yeah, we're gonna start playing and like pulling back some of the like resurrection rules, which is why I was a pure life cleric. Because I wanted that to come up in the game and be like, oh cool, NPC died. I'm great at this. I'm sorry.
That's what I do.
Hi, I'm built to do one thing and that's off the table. Anyway, I'm more useless.
Oh God, that's true. Oh, and our goats.
Our goats. I only remember Jerry now, but there was others.
Jerry kind of stole the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerry separated himself from the pack. He
Like really, it was Donnie Boy who stole the show.
And his head
Donnie
on
Boy was
the Chonkers?
incredible.
Yeah. Tony Boy was good. We had Fabio.
That's right. And Patchwork?
That's my boy.
And who was
Musk.
yours?
I wonder where they
Musk.
are.
They're dead.
We sent them back.
Yeah, they're not
Hopefully they made it
surviving
back.
that. I know
You
they're
don't
like,
think so?
That
oh,
forest was
we can
incredibly
make
bad.
yeah, we went by 2 giants.
But they were like, we'll be fine. We'll be okay.
Yeah, they were wrong.
They're
They always
giant
die.
food. You're right. They're
They're
giant
done.
food now.
They're just
100%.
they're like juggling. Just floppy corpses now. Or they fell in the river
Should
or
we have
anything
killed
else.
them all, Aabria? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
we
why
should have
not?
saved them the journey back.
Not Donnie Boy. Donnie Boy is different.
Not Donnie Boy. Okay.
I'm so stressed out.
They'll come back and maybe I'll be Donnie Boy in campaign 4.
Oh my God.
The sons of the goats you did not turn into
Yeah.
stew.
You did not turn into stew.
Look, Deanna heard she could share a goat with Chetney, and she did what she needed to do.
That's right. We tried to make a raft to put goats on it, and we spent an unreasonable amount of time.
I know,
So
and
much time.
I feel like
Stack
it
it.
was you, Aabria, who were confident in saying the raft is 10 foot by 10 foot.
Yes. Look,
That is so tiny.
that's very small.
My rug at home is bigger than that.
That's because you're a millionaire.
Well, that's true. That
You're a
is true.
fancy lad.
That's right. That's right.
But Deanna is 3 feet tall. She built a massive raft.
We were
That's
fine.
true.
Yeah.
I had no concept of how big those goats were until Matt mentioned
I
it,
love how
and then
stupid we all were. We're like,
it makes sense
Wait,
though,
you
right?
mean
Like,
Mountain
tiny
mountain
goat.
goats.
Yeah.
Huge
Yeah.
mountain
You're
goats.
riding them. They're the size of a horse.
Yeah, exactly.
we are small.
Yep.
We could have been on normal fuck off goats.
100%.
That's
I don't think the small ones were responsible
Not
for
our
that
fault.
information.
That's
That's a
true.
tall kid problem.
That's
It's all
very
you.
true.
Travis, what are we
Something I've
supposed to
never
do
been.
next?
No.
I feel like we're supposed to talk about that big red winged thing with the streamers that had the eyeball in its chest that we did not pull down or fight or take a look at.
Wait, that was the guy who was flopping around with the
Oh,
leathery
yeah.
wings?
Oh, and
Yeah.
yeah.
The pterodactyl guy?
I feel bad we didn't get a close, with the scary
Did Matt
teeth.
say he made a mini for that? Or
I don't think he had one for that one. I think he
That
just
was
assumed
scary.
we would
thought
try
that
to
was gonna
avoid it
kill
at all
Frida.
costs.
that was
I was
scary.
deeply
You thought I was
convinced.
gonna kill Frida? The thing? The pterodactyl thing?
I was absolutely convinced. You were like, go. I'll wait in the tower. And I was like, well,
Yeah,
that's
man,
where
you
Christian leaves.
you looked like you were about
Fucking
to
death wish.
do it for the squad.
I think
Yeah.
people who watch the show feel like I play recklessly, but he's a chunky boy. Frida
Yeah.
was made with a lot of HP, and so I feel like there's a certain amount of like, my job is to take, especially traveling with Deanna, my job is to take some of that damage and make sure she's out of the line of fire.
Thanks,
right?
bud.
I'm never really, or I haven't thus far been really worried about going down. And I also have some spells that sort of, or some feats that bring me health immediately too.
And you've been cast Death Ward most of the time.
Yes.
Most
Yeah.
of the time.
Everyone here got a death word from Deanna at some point.
How awesome was it that the one time you didn't cast it on me, he almost killed me?
Fucking stressful.
That was pretty great.
That was
was awesome.
so perfect.
That
I
was
was like,
awesome.
I wonder how this is gonna immediately badly.
Like, can we offer compliments to Christian also on going after the
Yes.
werewolf
That's
in
so
the
cool.
first session?
Yeah.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
I was like, oh
Brave.
no, this moon is changing, Chetney. That's only happened one other time before. I'll get away from the guests and not put them in danger. And then you went after him.
And you might be a werebot.
It was the most fun thing
Yeah.
to
Hell
do.
yes.
Like we were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
Right? There's ways to play this. Everybody plays the game differently, and you can optimize and play it that way. I think it's fun to be aware of that shit, but I want to make the most fun choice for everyone else at the table, and I thought it would be really cool to interact with you. I didn't know we were gonna end up fighting, but you said it. High fantasy.
100%.
Robot werewolf fight. Fucking awesome. That
Hey
was
Travis,
great.
why you roll so fucking high in PvP?
Listen.
It's kind of hilarious.
I got one job, all right? And also, when you're made out of metal, I'm gonna bite your ass.
yeah.
See what happens.
All of that happening though, the
Ragdolling,
oil,
I
the
can't
smell of the
beans.
oil and all of that. It's just it's a wonderful scene to watch unfold, right? I thought that
Yeah.
was really, really cool.
Yeah.
It was dope.
That was so dope.
We have a Tower of Inquiry time. It is time to pull
What a terrible
from
transition.
the thing I just said. I saw it come up on the teleprompter, so listen, ADD goes
So
to the thing that moves.
smooth.
It's time to pull from the Tower of Inquiry. As some would say, it's been a while. So to remind you fine folks of how this works, one of us pulls a numbered block from the tower, reads the number out loud, and Danny tells us the corresponding question and who asked it.
Cool.
Incredible.
You can actually do this. You
No,
can
I'm
see
just
it, right?
mouthing along with
Okay.
you.
And if the Tower of Inquiry fails, consequences will,
False.
I think it's fails. Consequences will follow the one who ruins it. Cold, conniving, and cruel consequences.
That's
Ooh,
alliteration.
alliteration.
And so with that in mind, Aabria, why don't you pull
I'm
a
the
block?
favorite. Yeah.
Come on,
Go
Aabria.
get it with
Here we
those
go.
pink
Let's
kicks.
go. Let's
I
go.
can't reach that high, Travis.
Thank you for acknowledging my very cool shoes.
She's going safe.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's early
unsafe?
days.
Oh,
That was
obviously.
too easy.
22.
Even that would make me nervous.
22.
What happens if it falls? If it all falls?
I think you have to go over there and see that box marked consequences.
Oh.
Oh, and then, yeah, you take
I've
some
never
moments.
met a consequence. Can I go sit down?
Yes.
Okay.
Never met a consequence I didn't
I will now ask Al a
like.
question.
Yay.
What is your favorite encounter so far in Campaign 3 and why? And this is from Alex Rodriguez.
Oh, nice.
Hey,
Oh,
Rod.
yeah? Hey, Ron.
Wow, fan of the show. Did not know.
His
You're gonna
career.
slide in your DMs in a day or two.
Want to get coffee?
Favorite encounter so far? I can only remember the last 2 episodes.
Well,
Perfect.
it's hard to beat the big lewdness
So episode 1,
showdown.
Yeah.
That's tough to beat.
I mean, the one, I'm gonna say the one where Lana died. That was fun.
Yeah.
Just
Cool
because it was so
story.
epic and so
true.
scary, and everyone was down, and there was a real decision and a real like unknown about like which one of these people can we revivify and which can't we.
Yeah.
It was so tense for us, and it came out of nowhere. It was one of those classic Matt Mercer like you're lulled into a sense of calm, and then wha-pow!
Love it. Odahan is very cool.
Yeah,
And Imogen turned into a nuclear bomb.
That's fun.
so cool.
And Odahan was nasty.
Bro.
Nasty. We gotta take care of that stuff.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah?
I think I sent Matt a text like, "Can I be Odahan?" He was like, "What? No."
Yo.
Don't ask that.
As a player character with us?
I don't know.
She's
gotta
supposed to come in
ask.
and wipe the tables.
Just come in.
Whoosh. That would be bad. Thank you, Alex Rodriguez. And if you have if you
Did
have,
you answer?
Go Yankees.
Oh,
Go Mets.
yeah.
If my favorite encounter, it was the heist moment that you guys ran earlier on in the campaign where you were racing against that other group.
Oh, that goofy fucking heist.
Oh, the
I love
museum
Oh,
it.
the
heist.
break into the museum or
Yes,
whatever?
the museum.
very
That was
cute.
one
That
of
was
where
really fun.
Ashton
That
got
was good.
the bus
Mask.
that he still has.
Yeah, that was really
That
cool.
was one of the coolest things I've seen you guys do this season. Yeah, I thought that was fun.
Did you answer? Do you want to answer?
Yeah,
Do
no,
you
I
care?
agreed with
You agree.
the fight. Yeah.
That's not an answer. I agree. Ditto.
+1.
No, that's fine. You can do whatever you want. There's no rule.
Thanks, A-Rod. Alex Rodriguez. If you have an evergreen question for our Tower of Inquiry, you can enter it at critroll.com/tower. There's an
Would you-
exclamation point, but I don't think that's part of it.
Would you like to have someone go back to the tower for another one, or would you like to go to Block B?
No, I would like to send Christian to
Yeah.
the Tower of Inquiry.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Team Pink Sneaks.
Pink
snakes.
power.
This is the
Do you wish
last
you
of
had
the
little
pink
pink
people.
snakes? Yeah. Are you
kinda do.
finally out of pink clothing? I'm so
I have
out of
time to
pink
go
fucking
shopping,
clothes.
so yes, but no.
Here we go.
It's a
Also
great
going
answer.
safe.
Okay, this feels judgmental.
It is.
Oh, that was a big wobble. Don't let me get in your head. You got this. I'm not even gonna look. I'm so confident.
One hand.
Is that the rule?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. You're supposed to only use one hand
I
when you
didn't know
play.
that.
At a time or the same hand? You can't switch hands?
Like,
No, I think it's
like
supposed to
you
just be-
pick a Jenga
Hey,
hand once
You
in
pick
your
a
life.
Jenga hand.
Once in your life.
Nice,
That's it.
Christian. 42.
42, the
What
answer.
answer?
Jackie
Living a life.
Then I put it back on top, right?
Yeah.
This is an interesting one, especially later on in the game. How is your character handling the dynamics and potential risks of being a part of a larger group after operating in much cozier duo/trio situations?
Ooh.
From the Van Manran on Twitter.
The Van Man
Van
ran.
Man.
The Van Manran.
Hell yeah.
How's your character feel about being in a more of a group dynamic?
Yeah.
Yes, because almost
All you guys
everybody
duo.
came together in
had
like fun little pairs.
Yeah.
were part
You
of a
and
pair
Ashton?
or a trio, except for Travis.
Yeah, didn't
All our pair.
the groups all get divided across their like everyone's pair got split up?
Imogen
That
Loudon,
was very fun. Yeah.
Chet and his wood.
That's right. But he found new wood. There's always wood.
There's always wood.
This feels so dirty.
love working with wood.
So does Deanna.
Oh, God.
Dang.
What?
The Van Man ran. To answer your question,
Say it real fast.
The Van Man ran? The Van Man ran?
Are you
Where
smelling
did the
toast
Van
right now? Are
Man
you
run?
okay?
The Van Man ran. Oh.
Where did he run?
I mean, my character started with a group before the campaign started. The group died
Because.
because of me.
Uh-huh. Not because of you, because you.
Killed them.
Yes, thank you.
I always forget that. It's horrifying every time.
Our relationship
So-
is looking so good.
Oh my God.
Just don't leave
All of
him.
those red flags, and
Don't
you wear
leave
little
him
rose-colored
ever.
glasses, and you're like, sure,
So
exactly.
go
with
anywhere.
another group, it's a lot of pressure. Don't want to make those same mistakes. Luckily, I've been managed to barely avoid going berserk lately.
Didn't you get really close?
Oh wow!
I really thought about going up and just smacking him one more time.
Literally, if
would've been so
if
fun.
one more thing had happened, that was it. I would have been on the hunt.
That would have been so fun.
I know. I was desperate for us to get when we were trying to scuttle over that wall and get
Yes.
away. I was like, maybe we'll fail this, and I'll just fucking go kill the.
How do you get it to go away? Is it a certain time period until you hit enough?
You can every full night's rest, every long rest, I can roll a d4 to reduce my stress points by a certain number. However, and this is a rule I've made for myself, this is not rules as written, when we go on long traveling spells like we did through the Savalier Wood, it took 4 or 5 days to get there, right?
Yeah.
I don't roll during those. Because I feel like that's a
Keep it
cheat.
up, you gotta keep
that's
it
a
up.
cheat. Like, if I get 5 days off, I'm back to 0 again.
For sure.
That's bullshit.
can't fully rest when you
So I don't
travel.
roll. I only do it on active.
Self-imposed
Respect.
rules are the
Yeah, you both
best.
are playing with little extra economies of maybe
My
I die
anxiety,
today.
every time you roll those dice,
You're gonna
my
die.
anxiety.
You're gonna die.
I don't think so.
angry.
Do you know that these
1 in
campaigns
100
that we
chance.
play last more than 100 episodes? It is statistically likely that you will roll and die.
No, I don't
so
think so.
funny.
Chetney has lived a long, full life and has beat the odds at every turn.
What do you have to roll?
100.
Have you
But
ever
that's
been
I thought it
close?
was gonna be a 69.
No, you can roll
I'm
one.
sad.
There's a one chance. If you roll trip zeros, like a 0 and a 0-0.
Yeah.
You can't roll. Wait.
Because you can't roll a 0, but that's the representation of 100.
Okay, so it's a
According
0,
to
0, and a 0.
Yeah.
That's 100.
Trip zeros.
And you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever come really close?
I did a 96 one time.
Ooh,
That's so funny.
That doesn't feel very close. There's 4 more numbers between them.
live dangerously, my friend.
Maybe we answered the Van Man Ran's
good.
question.
Sure we
Who
did.
knows?
Thank you, the Van Man Ran on Twitter.
What was the question?
I don't know anymore.
How did y'all like? How was
Breaking
it
up out
being
of
in a
your
group
duos.
instead of in a duo?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Deanna's a team player. She enjoyed it.
The group dynamic's the best.
Yeah, 100%.
Because then you can also hide better.
And there's so much to play off of and play with and all of that. I like
Yeah.
that.
Again, if you have an evergreen question for our Tower of
You're gonna
Vipper,
do
you
it
can
again?
enter into the critroll.com/tower. Block B.
Ooh, brah, brah.
And with that, let's dive into the deep dive.
Ooh, the voice.
Danny, would you kindly bring over the lovely tourniquets? Tankards.
Tourniquets?
I'm not bringing
Interesting.
you a tourniquet unless you need one.
Boy, that would make
You
this
can
show
always do a
much
tourniquet.
different.
Carry a TQ in your car, folks.
I got a belt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
Oh, that's so cool.
I know.
I like everyone's little cup.
And these
Are
are
these for sale in
sharesies.
the
Hi,
crit
we're gonna
rolls?
go.
They're not.
we're
No,
gonna
they're
just
one of-
custom
these are
made
one of a
them.
kind.
Sharesies.
We 3D printed them, I think.
I
haven't
have too
broken
much
yet.
crit roll merch
Pull
now.
questions out one
my
by
God,
one.
right?
Sam, you go first because you're
Okay.
already reaching.
Let's see. How did it feel to have the power of friendship save the day when handling Umadara, the Sentinel Beast?
Hell yeah.
It was sweet, sweet retribution. Because I was just joking, and it turned out to be the way.
That is very
And
funny.
it so suits my character, and I love it when that happens in this game that we play. You say something as a joke, and it becomes a real thing. And it was so great. What a cool character that beast was. We got to meet him. It's another one of those classic Matt. Well, yeah. You're like, oh, okay, I love it.
Oh, you know, yeah.
That's all he has to do.
He was
is
going
lower
to
his
gore
head.
and smear everybody, and then he,
I mean,
I don't know where I am.
Oh,
I must guard you with my life and get you to the entrance before the spells wear off and you kill all of us all over
I was
again.
so nervous that the whole town was just going to kill that thing or it was going to kill everyone else. I was so
100%.
nervous.
I'd
No.
love to check in with that character again, too.
I wasn't sure
Didn't
if
it
we
go
were
to
going to see us.
Malaysia?
I mean, let's assume
It did. It went into the Savalier Wood,
Yeah.
or at least south.
It's Savile
went
Wood, yeah.
through. I like to think that Umbadara found like Caduceus,
Or-
and they're just fucking vibing.
Or maybe Undar found our goats and ate them.
That's good.
I also want that.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
want that.
Me, right?
Yep.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yep.
Bloop, blah, bloop.
How long have you been sitting on the Rex Syndrome Toy Authority reveal? It changes. Things get added all the time, but it's been around for a minute. I know people were like, oh, I can't believe he made a character that recognizes the alpha structure in the wolf pack, but of course that little asshole does.
So perfect.
100%. But yeah, for a minute, there's, once I figured out exactly how old he was, again, I had to chart where if he ended up in Uthadurn and had the Savalier Wood and came up through Wildemount and then down through the what's the pass called? Menagerie Coast up into Wildemount?
Oh,
Wayun Pass?
there's
it
the
is the
Amber
Wayun.
Road, and then there's the Wuyun Gorge.
Wuyun Gorge, that's
Yes.
what it was. And then
Sorry, I
Menagerie
had
Coast.
to literally map
And then
in
a
my
little
brain.
connecting thing that goes over into Tal'Dorei. So he's been all over the place. Except Isilra.
Neither have we.
I tried to get us together.
send all that
You tried
information.
very hard to get us to go to Vasselheim.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. it didn't-
Travis,
didn't
you're going to
work.
send all that information to your lore keeper, right?
Totes.
Okay.
Amazing.
So
it was
it's
very
on
fun
the
building
way.
a character tied to your backstory, and Matt's like, It's like, well, at some point we
was
fucked
very
on the
smart.
beach.
100%.
Great.
It's very smart to
I love
come
that
in
y'all
with
basically
characters.
had the backstory from Greece.
Oh
Truly.
My gosh. Oh my gosh.
So good.
Summer loving had me a blast. Okay, no, we're
She
gonna go
died. Happened so fast.
Then she died.
By the
Just
way,
like in Greece.
side note, the alpha structure of wolf packs is a lie.
Right.
You know this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, Travis knows this.
Okay.
But it is 100% verifiable science to Chetney.
Incredible. That's why there's a king.
Yeah.
They're like bees. They can recognize
That's right.
authority.
Okay.
All right.
Aabria.
I'm going to grab one. Woohoo. Oh, this is for Christian. I'm just going to read you a question. How is Frida handling the potential that they might be turning into a werewolf?
Yeah, man.
Is there an excitement to the idea, or is it too early for that?
Well, when it happened, Travis and I made eye contact, and it was like, this is one of the coolest fucking things.
Truly.
I think for Frida, the implication is a bit nerve-wracking. I think being around the group makes them feel a bit more comfortable. And watching Chet handle it and how his friends support him with it, I think that he would feel supported and not so in the woods about it. But with the dream sequence and learning that I killed all of those people in the past, I think that
Said
makes
so casually.
yeah.
So chill.
But I think it makes them a little bit more nervous about that prospect. But also during the fight, I kept trying to see Chet inside the beast, and I was able to here and there.
That's right.
And I think one of the coolest things for Frida is the idea of being that unadulterated and free.
Yeah.
Because I also saw that he was happy. Chet was happy and sort of in the moment in a way that maybe you can't be as who you are. So I think it's cool. I think the internet would explode if Frida becomes Robo-Wolf.
Maybe we need to
the
be more.
hair come out?
Yeah, like wooden, like metal spikes.
Yeah, what does it look like?
Yeah, maybe we need to be more overt about this. It doesn't just need to be one bite. Like, we got to bite every long rest.
Just keep trying.
Do
Yeah,
it.
you'd be like one of the, like vampiric concubines with bites all over the arm, just feeding all the time.
It was cool to have the clarification that it's a, like a curse instead of, or a disease instead.
It's a curse instead of a disease.
A disease instead. Yes.
But it's related to blood, so I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Be interesting, but Matt.
A craft.
I asked Matt. I remember sending him a text when I got home from that session. Like, what does it mean? What blah blah blah. And I just got like ha 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 ha.
Good job, Matt.
No follow-up text. Nothing.
Perfect.
I was like, okay, that's how we play this. All right.
That's fair. That's super fair.
I think Frida's nervous and excited about it, so I'll pick one now.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Look how pretty your mug is.
Yeah, look at that really good drawing.
Man, draw attention to the sunglasses. Draw attention to the drawing.
We should draw little sunglasses on it. I'm gonna add them later.
Okay. How has Frida and Deanna's friendship evolved over these sessions? Do they feel closer, or do they feel like they're pulling apart? Man, we were just on.
We were just talking about this. This is very good. I think there's something very interesting. I guess I'll kind of I'm not gonna bury the lead. I think there's something very interesting about the way we left things off, because that was the first time that like Frida had rejected physical affection from Deanna, and then she was real fucked up about it. Yeah. Like there's something very interesting that like our characters came in with such like effortless companionship, like very like, I love you, I want good things for you, like there's no weird static in the way of this. And then finding new relationships within like Belle's Hells in this dynamic. It's interesting because it's not quite a strain, but it's like a reevaluating of their relationship that I think is like it's not settled, and it's not like, oh, it's fine and easily assimilated. But
it's a bit painful, I think.
Yeah.
So the reality of it is a bit painful. But I think that Frida had such a opinion on being brought back and the absence of pain and the absence of sadness when you're gone. That I don't think he ever really appreciated that what matters is the relationships you make now.
Yeah.
Here, and then this happened with FCG and the friendships we've made along the way and all of that.
Now, what happened with FCG? Be specific.
It's my boo thing. My serial killing boo thing.
We have a lot in common. Yeah. We're both metal. We're both murderers.
Yeah, there's usually, there's body count and then there's body count. Hey, I'm learning. Zoot suit daddy. No, Zaddy. I'm getting there. I'm betting 500.
Zoot suit daddy.
Yep.
Zoot suit daddy.
Yeah.
Do we do another round?
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
I want to know more.
I love that the prompter has said, pull questions clockwise. Aabria, take your hair off your mic.
Over and over because I keep obliterating
I
it
know,
with
it's
my
either
brain.
your hair or our beard touches the mic and Wilmot dies.
Is that the first time?
Sorry, Wilmot.
Is that the first time you've got beard mic notes, Travis?
I think so. Or it's been a minute.
In a minute.
FCG, that's Fresh Cut Grass, chose to tell Frida, that's you.
Oh, boy.
What's Frida's full name?
Free
This is your boo.
Free roaming,
No.
Already fucked up.
daring, awesome.
That's so interesting that like whatever we had going on. Is this your name?
Free-ranging,
Is this your name?
far-ranging.
The D is
Well, there's an I.
There's an I.
defense.
Yeah, but before that, there's an I.
I was just trying
Free-ranging.
I just want to be clear. I've always known what your name
Independence
is.
defense?
appreciate you.
Nope. Armaton?
Close, very close.
It's not that
International
close.
defense? What is that? What is that? Gripping?
No, that's a crab.
Integrated? What are you integrated with?
Far-ranging integrated defense.
What are you integrated
This
with?
is fucked
systems
up
is like
because
a-
our
the
characters
whole
could have
group of
absolutely
amorphous.
showed up banging, but no, you wanted that. Wild.
Yeah.
I'm bad with names and faces. SEG chose to tell Frida that the Changebringer said that they would be together a long time. How does he feel about her answer? How does he feel about her answer that the future is uncertain?
Ring girl's answer.
Yes.
She has a name.
Changey?
Jessica.
No, Samara.
Oh, Samara.
The ring girl.
Say her name, Danny.
You're the one who keeps bringing up
That's
the ring
what makes
girl.
her show up.
Yeah,
Wait,
that
the ring girl
VHS
has a
tapes.
name?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Samara.
I've never seen it.
Unfortunate. Samara.
Don't do it, Aabria. I would break records out of the
Is she
studio. I
Beetlejuice?
would run
Say
over
it 3
people.
times. Does she appear out of the
Oh, I
vanity?
love
You don't know what the rules
Pyramid.
are. They were not explicit. Shit was on a VHS tape. It's been updated.
Boom, I'm out.
I think that FCG is scared about the Changebringer's lack of clarity in that sense. Just as Sam Riegel is scared about the future. I want Christian to be on the show forever, and I'm sad that maybe he won't be. But yeah, it's very scary to love something and then not know in this topsy-turvy world if you're ever going to see that person again, or if you might die in the line of duty, or if you might go crazy and kill them.
What if you kill your love?
And take
The
their
body?
body parts
Yeah.
and integrate them with myself.
God.
Oh, that would be so hot.
Where are the parts of your lover? Where are
The
their
idea
parts?
of the eye and Frida being like a called shot, like and we're integrated. We'll be together forever.
That feels right. That feels poetic.
Matt Mercer, if you're watching.
No,
Yeah.
Matt, turn it off.
Go
to bed.
I mean, FCG's always wanted legs. That's one way to get them.
Oh, man. No!
I'll tell you what, if FCG asked Frida for their legs, I'd switch and give you the wheels for the legs.
Why?
That's
What?
love.
Dude, if you
What
could,
is
if y'all could
happening?
switch it out, that would be awesome. If there was like if you could make an aromaton pit stop and just like,
like relationships where they share each other's clothes and stuff.
Sure.
Like wake up in the
Why?
morning
I guess that's
and
a
be
thing.
like,
Y'all went from 0 to booed the fuck up. Does anyone else think this is toxic as
do
hell?
couples
Is it
share
just
clothes?
me?
if they're the right
Thank
size,
you.
Danny,
Okay,
you know.
look,
Danny, you
literally,
know.
This is like the best part of being in a relationship with a woman. We get to share shoes. We
this
steal each
happens.
other's hoodies all the time.
this
We get to
happens.
like trade belts. It's great. I love it. Highly recommend.
Whenever I accidentally put one of my sweaters in the dryer and it shrinks, Queen gets to wear it.
It's the opposite for me and Alyssa, though.
Yeah.
Same.
I was gonna say I'm taller than my husband, so I steal his shit all the time, but it's like the same.
Yeah, there's no size similarity. I mean, just me turning over in the bed in the middle of the night is like a hazardous thing for her. Then she'll wake up and be like, "Get the bat on! Get your
She should wear one of those things that
Oh, man.
skiers wear in case they're in an avalanche.
Oh,
Like if they're smothered, it starts pinging.
I like that you said that, and all I could think of was the dogs that wear the barrels of alcohol.
She should also wear one of those.
100%, yeah.
Travis, you want a little top?
You know those movies where like a really tall pillar starts to fall and the main characters just run towards camera instead of running to the left or the right?
Literally
and I
left
turn
to
over and my
right.
arms go like this. It's like, she's like, where's it gonna fall?
Some like slow motion doves are in the background.
Oh, Laura.
Some John Woo dubs.
Oh, Laura.
We're off topic. All right, here we go.
Hazard pay.
Hazard. Listen, you know, sleep with a mouthpiece. Okay.
Flick.
That's what they say.
Oh, God.
Oh, we talked about this. What was it like to have Aabria come in as Chetney's surprise ex, and how did you enjoy that dynamic? First of all, it was a solid number of minutes before I realized what the fuck was going on. You came in and you were like, do I hear him say this? And I was like, why does she care if she hears Chetney talking about them? And then you were being familiar, and I couldn't figure it out, and you even pointed at your name once, and I did not put it together.
What does that mean? Yeah.
It was one of the names that Matt mentioned, and the dawning realization was such a slow burn, but it induced the best panic. Like I had the best acid reflux. I don't know what this backstory is at all, and I'm pretty sure she does. So I can't do anything. I can't be like, it's good to see you. Or like, you bitch. I didn't know anything.
You looked so concerned that entire episode, and I've never been happier.
I just got to stand there and wait and have a neutral stance.
Yep.
Knowing it was going to go one way or the other.
Thanks, Kyle, for sitting me between both of my exes.
That was good. That was real good.
It was fun.
I sit across from you, and it's one of the best experiences. I mean, there's just so many times where I look up and catch your eye, and I can't hold it together. It's fucked.
We have no fun
None.
on this show. Absolutely zero
Such a
fun.
drag.
What you got over there?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Bria.
I'll go. Who? Top one. I will ask you another question, Christian.
Oh.
Tell us.
Put it back and grab one for
Oh,
yourself.
yeah, do that. Throw it back in there.
No, we don't get to answer that
Nope,
one.
you don't get that
Never.
one. Sorry.
All right.
Sorry, Danny's
well,
question.
This is for Sam and Christian. Hey, are there any about me in here? I'm sorry.
Just
feeling
keep
a little
going.
left out.
You looked at your questions earlier.
Just
you know.
ask it. It's fine. We'll
I'm gonna
get to
ask
all of
this
them
one.
eventually.
Sam and Christian, what was it like to be
forget that.
robots in love? How did the romance come about behind the scenes, and how was it to play? We kind of talked about it a little bit, but keep going.
But the romance blossomed organically. There wasn't part of the plan. At least it wasn't. I didn't know it was part of the plan. Was it part of your plan coming in? You were like, I'm gonna romance Sam Riegel.
No.
No?
No. The one thing I wanted to do with Frida was challenge everyone's viewpoint on God, right? On the gods. I wanted to come in and offer the idea that it wouldn't be so bad if they were powered off. and Deanna and I had discussed the possibility of there being of developing a romance as we were on
with each
this
other.
arc. Because we spent so much time with each other, and we had never.
That didn't
I had
go.
never
Didn't go
thought
that
about
way,
it.
did it?
But I think there's something really, it happened fast, right? You were saying it happened really fast.
Funny. Like,
But we've been alive for
yeah.
hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. And so I think that there's something organic about it happening now. When you've seen the world end, I've come back from the abyss, right? We've both done that, and
both
knowing
have
that it could happen
questions.
at any moment again,
Yeah.
it feels like,
Both
well,
have meat
this might be worth living for, staying around for, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. After our romance started to organically blossom on the show, I did text Christian afterwards, and I was like, "Is this a thing? We're doing this thing?" And he was like, "Yeah, man. Yeah, let's go.
Orgasm.
Let's go."
Lean in, yeah.
It was so cool. Who knew that Fresh Cut Grass would have the first
my
first
favorite
kiss
part.
on the campaign?
Yeah.
You guys have been dancing around each other for episodes.
Well, because they have to maintain it for their hundreds of thousands of episodes. We're in here.
Literal
and we
sparks
listen
fly.
through the door.
Yeah, we screwed.
Fuck
It was
yeah.
nice.
Here, this
times.
one's got Aabria's name on
Oh,
it.
thanks.
And I'm curious about the answer.
Aabria, what was it like for you to come in as a PC and interact with Fern, a character that you had previously DM'd for Exandria Limited?
Yeah. Oh, God. Very, very cool. I think that was one of the things I was actually most excited about was, again, not knowing what the table layout was going to be initially. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to actually get a chance to play with these characters I helped kind of bring up because we did character kind of gen and work in advance of EXU with the idea that maybe they would be bringing them into Campaign 3. So there was a lot of that very weird excitement of oh my gosh, I've been watching because I am a critter. But the idea of well, now I get to meet your characters and we're on the same level. It's not this weird God kind of coming in and prompting you in a direction. I will say there is nothing cooler than banging a character that you helped bring into the world.
Oh, God.
The phrasing. Phrasing!
No.
Bang a character that you helped bring into this world.
A fake fantasy character.
Yeah.
Yes.
But very fun. And I think the first time Ashley brought out Mr., I almost cried. Because I like the little guy so much. That was my favorite little NPC to do during
Is it
EXU.
Mercer's Mr. sounds crazy?
It's so good.
Beautiful.
Once
It's
again,
so good.
one of us looked up what a monkey sounds like, and the other would just scream when prompted.
Yeah.
So it was very cool.
And if you're not looking at him when he does it, it can be a jar.
Yes.
He's like, ah! You're like, oh!
Good times.
Is that us? One more? No, it's
time
for another. Actually,
No,
you
you
do
do
it. You've got such a velvety, soft voice.
I'll do it like Travis.
Yeah.
It's time.
Is that my face?
Is that what you sound like?
for another pull from the Tower of Inquiry.
You sounded like
You
Oprah.
gotta name somebody.
You're in slow motion.
Yeah.
You go.
No, I'm the host. You have to
All right, I'll go. Go, Sam.
go, Sam.
Oh, wow.
One hand? What the fuck
One
about
hand.
one hand?
Sorry, you're right.
What is wrong with you?
Oh, that was easy.
23.
Because he used to.
Michael Jordan.
Put it back on the top.
Oh, sorry.
Like you've done this
My
before.
shit.
Danny, we don't know these things.
Sir.
Can't be left alone.
What board game do you think your character would be most into from Beastman?
Ooh.
From, I thought it was a board game from Beastman. I thought there was a game
Shoots
maker.
and ladders, because there's lots of wood.
Is there?
Aren't ladders made of wood?
I guess so,
These
yeah.
ladders are. They're not aluminum.
Yeah, you're right.
I feel like Scrabble for the same reason.
Yeah. Pandemic, because she's a life cleric.
Hey.
That's good,
Yeah,
too.
that's a fun goof.
Oh boy, what are robot
Reach
games?
through your extensive knowledge.
Of board games.
Have you ever played Ricochet Robots?
No.
No.
It's actually a game. It's you have to figure out a certain number of moves, knowing the physics of the board to get a robot from one place to another. Anyway, it was more just for the name pun. Get in the comments. Please validate me on this one. I named a cool thing and no one here got it, and that's fine.
At least you know board game. Yeah,
maybe Operation, because he investigates his body to find things. Or how about Till the Last Gasp, available now from Darrington.
Yeah. Wow, what
it's a great two-player
Because your robots are going to kill each other.
Yeah, sure.
Perfect.
Very nice.
I mean, I think Risk would
there
be
you go.
something that he would be into.
That's good.
I'm also because I'm into
Yeah.
it. My toxic trait as a D&D player is that every character is Batman.
How's that a toxic trait? That's a great quality.
Gets me in some trouble in my home campaigns, friend.
I love that.
Thank you, Beast Man. And remember, if you have a burning question for our tower, you can enter critical.com/tower.
That's awful.
To the third path. We are going to take a quick break, but don't go too far because when we come back, we will be going head to head. Yes, in some Super Smash.
Whoa!
Is that a board game?
Yes.
Zippity doo dah, Zoot Daddies.
Welcome to the Fairlands, a vibrant and diverse coastal valley found within the northern country of Hale. The year here is 1907. A time that feels very similar to your world at the turn of the century. People here are still reeling from the trauma of the last Great War, embracing spiritualism and raucous debauchery in the wake of tragedy. Within the metropolis of New Fair, citizens celebrate the sudden influx of technology and wealth by embracing all manner of vice and revelry. But beneath the city lies the remnants of an ancient alchemical civilization that fell to the misuse of horrifying magic. This same mysterious power still plagues the Fairlands today. Sinister creatures roam dense forests, enigmatic lighthouses illuminate dark waters, and diabolical powers harness arcane artifacts. For as long as this corrupted magical bleed has run rampant through the Fairlands, a secret esoteric order known as Candela Obscura has used their centuries of knowledge to fight back. Each circle of investigators is composed of brave individuals recruited by Candela Obscura to work together. From criminals to professors, mediums to magicians, this team is called to protect the world from the horrors of the unknown. They are guided through the darkness by an enlightened veteran known as a Lightkeeper. Today, I will be yours, so stay close.
Laura Bailey here to guide you through what's new in the Critical Role shop. Aw, they're so many. Style should never be a dumpster, darling. Can you put donuts in this? Only one way to find out. It's the little things in life. The Traveler always says impulse purchases are a good decision. Look at this. Isn't it fashion? So much fashion happening here. You're only like 5 clicks away from owning this. Maybe more if you have a lot of windows open on your browser. I don't know your life. And hey, if you want, you could head over to the Critical Role shop right now.
Hi, we're the narrators of Midst.
What's Midst? It's very simple. It's a weird, surrealist, fourth-wall-breaking, reality-bending science fantasy space western about a small doomed planet floating in a cosmic ocean of spooky darkness.
Upon whose alien landscape an ensemble cast of characters, including a crotchety outlaw, a freakishly virtuous cultist, and a weird diabolical bastard, make awful decisions and fight like hell to survive when the moon falls out of the sky and a large number of terrible things happen in rapid succession.
It's exciting, it's funny, it's scary. It's got neat sound, weird music, amazing visuals, and every episode comes with bonus content you can read and examine.
Midst is performed solely by yours truly, as the three of us narrate all the action, play all of the characters, and bend a lot of the rules about how telling stories is normally supposed to work.
Midst is pretty fun, very strange, and it feels like VR for your brain.
We believe you'll enjoy it, or maybe you won't, but there's really only one way to find out. You're gonna have to listen to Midst.
When the forces of evil threaten Exandria, these heroes are there to answer the call.
I'm Super Scanlan. With my Critical Role Twitch subscription, I can watch all my favorite CR shows before they come out on YouTube. Take that, evildoers!
Here comes Jester with her Twitch subscription to Critical Role. She can access gnarly emotes and post links in the chat too.
Radical!
Oh no! Here comes some trolls and jam up our live chat.
Don't worry, Laudna will stop them with the help of Critical Role's professional moderators.
She's spooky, but I like her. Here comes Laudna's friend Chetney. He has an Amazon Prime membership, which gives him one free Twitch subscription of his choice. Of course he subscribes to Critical Role. It's the power of teamwork. Die, die, die!
Spooky.
I cast agonizing bolt!
Scanlan's hand!
Stab him, Chetney! And look, there's Caleb with the power of introspection and existential dread.
Now that we've defeated all the bad guys, let's gift subscriptions to other users. You can do that by name or randomly.
Taliesin! Ashley, please, I've told you so many times, just don't play with those, okay? They're super fragile, custom made, custom painted. You know what? We have to film in about 30 minutes, so why don't you two just come with me? Come on.
Aw, it's Major Buzzkill here to take away all our fun. Oh, is it Thursday yet, bitch?
Certainly die.
Oh, good one.
Loot his corpse. Take his vest.
Would you please stop that?
Frog Smash!
Subscribe to Critical Role on Twitch and collect all 21 action figures. Alternate forms and familiars not included.
Welcome back to Four-Sided Dive. I have a quick question. Yes, I have a quick question for everybody. Are you ready to smash? Super
Again?
smash, that is.
That's what I said the night.
Listen, I'm the best host the company has. It's just being uncovered tonight.
You're doing perfect, sweetie.
Yeah,
Keep going.
this is where, okay. We are going to keep questions rolling. So no.
Yes.
We're going to keep questions rolling. So the amazing Danny will be throwing some at us leftover takered questions while we smash. Person that wins the most out of 5 matches will win a very, very cool prize.
Prize?
Oh, there's a prize in it. Let's smash, but not in the woods this time. Hey,
This time.
Okay, so player 1 is
Me. I think.
and
Yes.
you are playing
Dark Sam.
Samus. Dark Samus?
Samus.
Samus. I'm player 2. I'm playing Wolf.
I'm player 3, I'm Kirby.
And I'm player 4. I'm Rob the robot.
It's on brand.
How do we go? Oh, you undid it.
I'm ready.
Just click this.
Everyone's playing something that's connected to their character except for
It's the A that
Christian.
you gotta do A.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
Robot.
that's a big robot.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
you're
but
right.
that's
That's a
select.
Where the hell did Wolf go? Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Moving around.
Okay, now what?
Now just click A on that. There we go.
Okay,
We're doing it.
here we go.
We're making big,
God.
this is big leaps and bounds, y'all.
Wolf is a badass. Look at that patch.
Everyone
I need an eye patch.
Oh God.
Oh.
Hey.
How do I move?
So while we do this, we also answer questions?
Yes, I'm going to be asking y'all questions.
Oh, no!
No!
I feel like I'm winning.
Oh, God, the robot is...
Wait, how do you jump up? How do you jump up?
How was it confronting
how do you
Ulgar
jump?
and experiencing that aspect of Chetney's backstory?
How do you jump up? Where am
Does
I?
Chetney still hope to exact revenge on Drixlich?
Yes, Chetney is
Yes, top
still...
button jump.
Where did
That's
we
it.
just go to? Chetney is dead. Their arrows just fell out of the sky. What is happening?
You block with the back L, with back left.
Where am I?
I don't know. I lost track of my guy about 30 seconds ago. Oh, he's about to fall off this ledge.
Wait, how did you get back up?
Nope.
I think you die first, and then it brings you back up.
No, but there's a way
Someone
to get
grab
back
the Pokeball.
up. Sorry, what was the question, Danny?
It was for Travis. It was about Ultgar.
Kirby got me.
About what?
Ultgar.
Ultgar, what was the question?
About what was it like to confront that aspect of Chetney's backstory?
It was awesome. I definitely thought he was going to be more of a shit so that I could see what his insides look like, but instead I put that brand of castigation on Drixlich, and it stays on there.
Answering things?
Yeah, it stays on there. Well, I'm definitely not winning this game. It stays on there until I release it or put it on somebody else so I can track him like Lucian did to us
Yep.
in campaign 2.
Who's Lucian?
Lucian.
Lucian, sorry.
Lucian.
Listen, I pronounce it a different way.
Fly. There's got to be a way to fly. Like when you get kicked off the side, you just fall? There's a way to come back up. I've seen my kids do this.
I'll help you if you
But
admit.
how do
I
you
don't know
do
how
it?
to do that. You're right, but that I don't know how to do.
How do you jump back up?
Did you just actively jump
X,
off
bro.
that map?
I'm pressing X, it only gets me up a little, and then I just fall down again.
Okay, well.
You only get a double jump. Like, I don't think you can do it more than... Oh,
Whoa,
what are you about
whoa,
to
whoa,
do?
whoa,
Oh, my God.
What did I just do?
Okay, no more helping Sam.
You hit your limit. Lost all your stress points.
What's the Tom Cruise movie? Hustler?
Hey, Aabria.
What's up?
How does Deanna feel about the vision she had of the Dawn Father and his threat to remove her gifts if she didn't help him?
I think it's honestly pretty fucked up of him, but kind of on brand.
Feels bad, bro?
Feels bad, which is why Deanna was so keen to give her very good ring to her good boy, Chetney. Because if the Dawn Father's gonna take back her life, then she'd rather try to pay it forward and protect. Did you win?
I did.
Dang, okay.
I feel like that was very close.
I think I was close because I had 0 points.
Sam did
I
that
had
crazy
negative.
move and took everybody out.
Yeah, that was messed up. You complained a lot and then
Oh, wait, look, right
absolutely
there.
wrecked
Jump
shop.
X, press X twice to double jump.
Ooh.
Block is the L&R trigger.
L&R trigger. Oh, God, there's so many more things on here.
L&R trigger? Oh, God.
Everyone needs to press A.
For the next battle.
Oh my God, this is so hard.
We're so good at this. Hey.
So glad that our
How
audience...
does it feel to be like live on Twitch playing a video game and we're like, wait.
Right?
This is a popular game.
I'm
This is
just
none of
gonna-
us
I'm
have
just gonna
ever
pick-
played this.
This is, I have played, this is Alyssa's favorite game.
Oh, that's why you're winning.
All
We gotta
right.
pick
Do I be
again?
Kirby again?
Somebody said to pick
No, I'm gonna be
King
Ganondorf.
Rool. Heard it.
I'm gonna go random. We'll see what happens.
I'm Ganondorf. I'm Matthew Mercer.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Recently announced.
Now, this isn't as hot as the art that I saw.
You look so doofy.
I think we're ready to fight, right?
Yeah.
What do we do?
Press A.
I did.
Woot, woot. All right.
Everybody has to.
I have no idea what that.
Oh, sexy man.
Ganondorf.
Let's go. Ganondorf out here with that fucking five head. Let's go.
Who am I? Oh.
Oop. I did bad immediately.
Hey,
Whoop.
Sam.
What's up?
How has FCG felt being able to truly communicate with the Changebringer, and what was it like for him to have his assistance be demanded by her?
I don't like this.
That's my answer.
Great.
It's been really great to get some God talk. It's not great to... When you're a cleric and you don't know anything about your deity, it makes it hard to be a cleric. Like, why am I here? What's going on? Why? Why do I have these powers? Am I being shot right now or am I shooting?
Who could say?
Who could say?
Keep answering this question.
Leave
So
me alone,
good.
player one. Why are you picking
But I
on me?
really like the Changebringer. I like her vibe.
Somewhere else.
And
Oh, I almost
think
fell off
that-
the world just from jumping.
Bro,
I kind of
on
identify with the Changebringer.
the wrong end of the
in
world, and I
general.
don't know how to get back
So
up.
that
I gotta
choose
get
your
off
own
this level
path,
with Christians.
Be what you want
Bad
in the
for your health.
universe.
Yeah.
I was a
moving
little
away
freaked
from you,
out by
boss.
how demanding she was at the end there. But I'm looking forward
No,
to
don't go over here.
What?
Don't go
What
over
is that?
exploring more.
What is that looking at?
And I really want her hair.
That's not me.
Who
Did I
did
do
this
that?
to me?
I don't know, but it's attacking me too.
Wait, how do I get back up?
Why am I
can't.
here? Why is it bad here? Lord.
Hey, Christian.
Yes.
Do you know the identity of the child that Frida once protected?
Yeah,
or
what
is
the
that in
fuck
Matt's
was that?
hands? Do you have any theories, if so?
What was that?
Don't hit me.
So the
Is
only
the child
thing
you or the person you were protecting?
well, based on that dream sequence, I think that I was not a child. I think I may have been an adult male.
And so you were protecting a child.
I think that's true. I'm not sure that is Matt Mercer. I gave him that the only memory I had was in that dream, and it was just the child's legs is all I had. So everything else has been new.
Wait, so you said, I want to have a dream where I see a child's leg.
Where I see the Aomaton's top half, and I look down and it's a young...
Okay, that's less creepy
I had a
than
big cannon
my
for some reason.
the first thing that I said.
But I have no idea. My theory, man, I really, I don't know if this is like crazy to say, but I was thinking that maybe I belong to Anubis. But that is not what it is.
That'd be really funny.
But maybe it is. Did I do that? Am I doing that?
You did kill me. You just
Wait,
did
I was at 112 and I
We
got
all
to
have
0.
0%. What happens?
I had 112 points until the last.
Travis, that means you're close. The higher it is, the closer you are to being kicked out.
Matt, I'm so sad.
I thought I was doing really good. I was like, I'm at 112. The number's red.
Incredible.
I'm smoking these.
That's how much damage you've taken.
Got it.
I'm ready for the next battle.
Everybody press A.
I gotta
Do we
be
have to
someone
pick
else.
again?
We need the Smash
Yeah, we got to pick
Critical
one more.
Role game.
Ding.
Steamed
Steamed
ham?
hams.
I don't. Did somebody
Do I
press
have to be
that?
Ganondorf? No, okay, thank God.
Let's go with
Who do I be? Who is good?
I'm doing random.
Yeah, me too.
Because let's be honest.
How do you do random?
There's a question mark down here, where all the fingers are.
Sure.
You going back to see?
We're all ready, right?
Sipu.
Sipu?
Wait, CPU.
CPU means that you're not
No, how do
controlling
I do it?
Right
There you go.
I'm Kirby.
I feel bad for people watching this. I feel sad.
Yeah, this isn't good for
For
anyone.
us.
Like, we're neither answering questions.
I'm Bayonetta.
I'm Terry.
It was random.
I was trying
Shoot,
to
I should have been Bayonetta.
Who
like
am I?
her.
Who am I?
Oh,
Diddy
no.
Kong?
Wait, which one am I?
Oh, no.
Oh, there she is. Oh, wow, she's fast.
Hey,
It's like I'm
What
female
does
fast.
Chetney think about the gods? How does he feel about faith?
Oh,
Yeah.
good question.
We haven't
a
really
great question.
delved into that yet, into Chetney's
It's only a
thoughts.
matter of time before he takes their place. And becomes the missing link of the pantheon.
He's a plane rider, but maybe he's also the matron
well,
of
that,
ravens.
yeah, that was after he did some time as the.
The matron's
matron,
secret
yeah.
name is Chet.
He's
That's
actually.
right. What if he was the old matron?
He's actually the Dawnfather's head. That's why there's the sun.
That guy on the side is so fucking creepy.
Yeah, what is this Principal Skinner ass man on the side?
It's Principal Skinner.
I thought.
great.
I was
is it
the, I thought I was the monkey and then
Steamed
jumped
hams,
off
I
the
get
world.
it. I know what we're doing.
So there's a show called The Simpsons.
Never heard of it. I don't know her. I am just hovering in the air.
Oh, I knocked you off the thing. You stayed up.
You can grab
Christian.
those stuff. You can grab all that shit by pressing A. Yes.
Katana.
Frida seemed shaken to know that they were fighting fellow Aeorians to protect the Factorum Malleus.
Yes.
How are they dealing with this revelation, even after their friends attempted to comfort them?
I think the attempt was successful, especially Chet with his gift was such a beautiful moment for Frida. And I think that as long as he's with FCG, he'll be able to handle it. I think if and when they separate, it might be something that looms heavy. But for right now, I think he's pretty okay with it.
Nice.
Not okay with killing everybody.
There's
But okay
a
with
ball.
that, he can live with it.
Boy, how do you concentrate on anything and play this
Who
game?
could say?
I want that Fantastic Four symbol in there.
Where's that?
Hey, Aabria.
Yeah.
Can you tell us more about Deanna's philosophy on the gods and how it came about for her and for you?
Ooh, yeah. I got to have a really fun conversation with Matt Key where we discussed sort of the philosophy of the afterlife. There's a dragon! Why is there a dragon here? Is
It
my
belongs.
question.
It belongs to Travis.
To who?
I think it's Travis's.
Oh, it's
dragon.
live?
Travis is a dragon?
Yep. I think Travis is gonna win this round.
Oh no, I'm dying.
That dragon.
What was the question?
What just happened?
Philosophy on the gods. You got to have a lunch.
Yeah, we went and had a delicious lunch. Golly, I'm very bad at this. Why are you playing like I'm the best? I'm the best Smash! Give me some sponsorship! I'm ready to hit the circuit!
Oh, wow.
Terry's my boy! Terry!
And they modeled him after you as well, Travis.
Oh my God.
Yep,
Press
it's all the
X
delts.
twice to double jump, block.
Don't pay attention to
Don't
that.
watch that.
I got -4 that game. I think that's bad.
I did the best
Ready
I
for
could
the
do,
next battle.
and it wasn't great. Yeah, Deanna thinks that the gods are different than the afterlife because the gods aren't like a nascent part of the world. So, I don't know. She just feels like if not them, then someone else. How do you do random? I'm gonna be random.
There's a guy with boxing gloves in here somewhere.
This is crazy. I'm not gonna answer this question
I'm just
because I'm
saying.
stressed because I
was
haven't
the best
won.
date.
Focus up.
I know, I'm
This
very
is what the
sad that
people
that
wanna
question
see.
got
That was the best
asked during
Smash date I've ever
Smash.
been on.
The gods are it's so interesting. I've never been a religious character before, and I don't know how to do it because my instinct anyway is to be like subversive somehow.
Yeah.
Like I don't
Mercer
want to
would be
just
very
be
tough.
like, I love the gods. The gods are awesome, because
Start it.
it's not that interesting.
Yeah.
You gotta be, but maybe that's my own real world philosophy.
Ryu and Ken.
Am I?
And
Oh, both of them are in there. Look at that. Hey, does he have a tail? Does this guy have a tail? What is behind him?
Oh, there's a platform up here. Come here,
There is something-
Sephiroth. Sephiroth?
Sephiroth.
What is that?
One-winged angel, baby.
Hey, Sam.
No. Whoa, what's up?
How do you and FCG
Oh, God,
feel
get
about
away
their
from
name
whatever that
being
is.
Faithful Caregiver?
What is
You've
that?
said that revelation was not a complete surprise.
Well,
Tell us more about that.
I knew that after Frida sort of said what their name was, and also after Frida said that they had a name that was like this abbreviation and that was inscribed on them, I was texting with Matt about like, oh, maybe, you know, if it ever comes up for Fresh Cut Grass, is FCG inscribed on them somewhere? And he said, could be, maybe, you don't know. You know, standard Matt Mercer stuff.
Yes.
And I was like,
Did I
well,
kill myself?
if
I
that
just killed
happens,
myself.
what does it stand for? And he called out some things, and I called out some things, and I didn't know what it was going to be. And so I was genuinely surprised, but I knew that it was something else other than Fresh Cut Grass. But I will say this, that that whole conversation was just inspired by Christian. Like that was not a thing that was planned at the beginning of the campaign. It was just Christian did a cool thing, and I wanted to steal it from him.
Yay!
I can't claim credit for freedom. My best friend, Jack Cummins, who introduced me to you all, and I love him for it. I was shooting the shit with him about acronyms. Is that the right
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, sure.
And he is wicked smart, and he shot. I said, I like the name Frida. What could it mean? And within 10 seconds, he came up with that.
You just had the name and he riffed?
Yeah, I was like,
That's
I want
so
something. I
dope.
want it to mean something, and he did that in like 30 seconds.
Wow.
Do you guys know that bombs hurt?
I learned that the dumbest way possible.
No, something just happened.
I shot
To
something
me?
off into the edge of the world, and it came back on the castle, no problem.
Don't
Hey,
fight
Travis.
me, Christian. God damn
Chetney
it.
I don't
lost
know who
control
is
during the
who.
solstice's full moon. How is he handling that event and the fact that he bit Frida? What was that experience like for you in game?
It was
We talked about this a bit.
It was
but-
great. It was great because that was the first Katha transformation in the campaign. I'm pretty sure I
Your
won.
universe.
I don't know how you can tell who's doing it.
Who's that?
It's Christian, of course.
Look at that hair.
It was great because I love transformations that you can actually run and get a safe distance away from and then have a guest player come chase you down, which was great. Yeah, I loved it. I loved it a whole bunch. Now I just have to decide who's going to get, who's going to be converted into a werewolf before the campaign's over. And maybe it won't just be one. We need a little click.
It's a pack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got to start like a
Maybe
little.
Bell's House should just all be werewolves.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's the kind of thinking I
Oops,
like.
all werewolves.
Bell's Howls.
Bell's House!
Oh.
Oh, what do you guys
It
think of our
writes
little like
itself.
fan names?
What do you mean?
I think we were Bell's Heels for a little bit because we have all the healers.
Oh, yes.
Heal.
I love the ship name, Love Letters.
Love Letters is so
great.
freaking funny.
Although now, maybe a better ship name is Body Count.
Body count.
That's very good.
Body count.
Amazing.
Ready to
Is this
fight.
the last fight?
This is 5, yes.
Yeah.
So
Incineroar.
someone has to take this or else Christian's gonna
Well, you
win it
have
all.
to take it, or Sam has to take
Oh, I just fell off.
it. Excuse me, Travis, or you have to
We're
win
doing
this.
great.
I can block.
Why? But why though?
Hey, Bria.
Yes,
How would you
ma'am.
compare Deanna and Laren in terms of their divorcee energy?
Deanna, I think, oh God, I'm just doing so badly. It's so hard to focus.
It's hard to watch.
Yeah,
anything.
it's very interesting to play a character who's like, I don't know, the fact that like Sam and I planned the divorcee energy feels very different versus like just sort of surprising Travis with like, hey motherfucker, it's time for your backstory. Here you go. It's very fun in different ways. I think I just died. How delightful.
I feel
I'm
like
just
my eye
grabbing
is
things that
bleeding.
fall on the map and I'm avoiding conflict. I'm going to use my words.
But I appreciate that everyone was game for me for doing this silly bit twice because it was very fun
It was
and very
so
good.
cool. It's such a great dynamic. Like the X in role-playing games is such a cool dynamic because it's fraught with conflict, but also sex.
That idea that you've already been intimate with someone,
Totally.
so you know them. So it's never the like nervousness about like how to be around someone. And I think that's very a lot of Hell's energy right now is like, will they, won't they, and like, what's everyone doing? So it felt very good to play a character that's like, yeah, I've already seen Chetney's dick like a lot.
But we all have at this point.
That is fair.
What is this thing?
I do still like our idea to play
Yes.
characters who are in the process of divorcing.
I love that. I love that so much. Look, I've got a brand now, and it's just, hey, we've already banged. And I feel very good about that. And I just died again. Unfortunate. Hey, I don't think I'm gonna win this prize, y'all.
Oh no, have you not won any?
No, not even close.
But you were told specifically, like, be Kirby and you'll be awesome.
Don't come over here
Yeah, I
with
was
your big blade. I'm hanging out here being all peaceful.
I was given simple instructions, and I have not followed them.
I feel like I'm doing good this round.
You're not.
How can you tell? Is the numbers good or bad?
Bad.
Numbers are bad.
So so who?
The higher.
Oh shit!
Oh, go get it! Go get it!
Nice.
Holy shit!
I had one chance.
I pressed all the buttons at the same time.
Wow!
I was just so excited to be there.
I like the clap. Where's the clap?
So what happens now?
So Christian and Sam are in a tiebreaker.
That's right.
So y'all have to 1v1. I don't know how to do that.
That's fun.
We will.
I
Frida
will
give it to
concede.
you. Oh, come on. We
Christian.
can't do it.
Oh boy, listen to this crap.
This is fucked up.
Do y'all want?
I'm
Okay,
mad.
do y'all want to
Fix
play?
it.
Oh, okay, we
Fix it. Yeah, we gotta solve it.
Hey, it's Max Shapiro, everybody.
Hi.
I feel like my eye is bleeding.
I know.
I'm just crying from
This
one
is
eye over
your
here.
Switch, right?
This is my Switch. Sorry about the Principal Skinner steamed hams custom stage. I forgot.
No, I love
Did you make that stage?
No, I'm not that artistically creative. No, I just
This is coming from Max Shapiro, who is one of our editors and does so much creative stuff for us. Absolutely incredible.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Also knows a lot about Smash.
Who are you most disappointed in?
I'm just proud of Sam, man.
Aww.
We'll see who didn't win a
We'll
game.
see. If you get fucking wrecked here,
Me.
Which way? You gotta pick.
Me, I did bad.
I'll do. You
Rob is the winner, dude.
I need everyone on
Thanks,
Twitter
Max.
to lie and tell my husband I did better at this.
I'll do Peach.
Aabria, I thought you did really, really good.
Okay, how do we
and
go?
frankly, I think
mean
you were robbed.
Thank you so much. The sudden death
And
where I
you
just
can
waited.
quote me on that to your husband.
Thank you so much.
Here we go.
You're welcome.
This is it.
Princess Peach.
Oh
That's my
God.
girl.
He's a pro. He's a pro player, and
I
I'm
get my
nothing.
ass kicked by Alyssa.
Look at this.
every day.
Sam, don't fucking show any mercy. You tuck all that nice bullshit away and you make his other eye fucked up.
If you beat Sam, you get to stay in the campaign.
Well, that's
Sam
right.
has to
He's
go
playing
home.
hurt.
That's right. He shouldn't even be able to see anything.
If I get to stay in
cover
Sam goes home, I
his
don't have
good
a stick.
eye. Cover the good.
No, I'm rooting for Christian. We're the usurpers. Get him. Was that a Togepi?
Oh, what a shot! Was it a shot?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Look, there's a sword on the left.
I don't.
Go get it, Rob! No, cut her!
What just happened? The sword made me do worse. Look, I'm doing bad.
Yeah, you got the. Oh!
Let's go, Peach!
Oh!
I'm so invested in this now that I can follow it. So fun fact about when I was playing earlier, I did forget what character I was a lot.
I do that all of the time.
And I Sam thinking I was doing the fucking most. But I was not
playing
playing.
Mario Kart and you look at the wrong split
She's
screen.
sliding around and stuff.
Truly.
You know how many splinters she's gonna have? Look at that wooden platform. Oh man.
Let's go, Peach.
Oh, Peach is kicking some ass.
Let's go,
You have a
Peaches.
wood
winning.
saber.
You're winning.
I mean, a fire saber.
Where'd the questions go? Yes.
I'm out. Do you want me to just make some up?
Yes.
Hey, Sam.
What, me?
Yeah.
45
what
seconds.
do you think of, where do y'all think that the other three are? Do you have theories on where the other three are?
Ooh, good question.
Great question. I think, do we know that they're on Marquette?
No,
y'all don't know anything about where they are.
You know nothing.
But you can take your meta knowledge and just give me your theories.
Oh, no!
I think they're on a silver.
Okay.
Because it just seems cool.
Okay.
Let's go.
Plus, I just want to go
that's what I
there.
kind of hope they are.
Sam, I have a question for you.
Oh no!
Ooh.
5 seconds.
What just happened? What's happening?
Whoa!
Whoa! What just happened? No!
I think that's tied.
Was that it?
I think it's tied. Okay.
Did I lose right at the last second?
I can't tell. I gotta say.
You won. You were winning until that last one.
Amazing.
Best I've ever done in a video game ever.
This eye is bleeding.
Actually, it's not for me to declare the winner. Danny shall declare the winner.
Yes.
You are the winner. Yeah! And in honor of your win, we present to you this incredible prize of the March of the Penguins Game Boy Advance.
Whoa!
So,
is it also
Advance?
Is it narrated by Morgan Freeman?
You'll have to play to find out.
Oh well, that'll be fun.
What a boon!
That's awesome.
That's so good.
Guys, if you follow your dreams,
Speech.
you can too win this March of the Penguin Game Boy Advance game, and maybe end up on Critical Role. So.
That was
remember,
amazing.
slide into Sam's DMs.
That's right.
Don't slide into
DMs are open.
I feel like we all learned something tonight, which is 0.5% more about Smash Brothers than we did before.
Yep.
And you did great.
You did
great.
great.
That's all the time we have on Four-Sided Dive. No.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to go home.
Hurtful.
Thank you, Aabria, Christian, Sam, and of course, me, and our lore keeper, Danny Carr.
Lore keeper.
Hey! I do
Round of
lore.
applause. I do lore.
I did.
Thank you so much for joining us. We out?
No, you gotta say, looks like I gotta clean up.
Oh, looks like I gotta clean up after everyone. Let's get to it, Mappo.
There you go.
I thought Mappo was dead.
No, Bromy's dead.
Bromy's dead.
Pay attention to the lore, Sam.
Friends around the table, time to celebrate. It's a party, hit the lights, here we go. Waste the night away with a little escape. It's a chance to lose control. So let's just leave this world behind. Everybody come on, take a dive. One by one we roll the dice, come on. Let's go, critical role. Pour another round, your friends are here to cheer you on. Throw it back, it's good times all night long. Let's roll, critical role. No way to lose when you're having this
incredible.